curious, slightly ominous. If an enemy could perfectly mimic the exact face of a god, would even his most loyal follower recognize the lie? Lord Ram's army had reached the edge of Lanka, exhausted from their long march. Seeking a moment of reprieve, Ram ordered his forces to rest, while Hanuman and Lakshman ventured into the forest to forage for food. Inside the city walls, Ravana's paranoia was reaching a breaking point. To understand the man whose name was already making his kingdom tremble, he dispatched a shape-shifting asura to infiltrate the forest and gather intelligence. The demon arrived to find Hanuman alone. Seeing the great devotee isolated, the asura realized he could do more than just watch. He could deceive. His weapon was Maya, the art of illusion. By wearing Ram's physical form, the demon intended to manipulate Ram's commander and dismantle the army's spirit from within. The asura meticulously replicated every physical detail of Lord Ram, from his posture to the way he moved, and began plucking fruit from the trees to sell the performance. When Hanuman spotted the figure, he was immediately struck by the sight. His lord was supposed to be resting at camp, yet here was, foraging in the deep woods. The illusion broke the moment the figure spoke. Instead of the compassion Hanuman knew, this version of Ram was harsh and demanding, scolding Hanuman for eating while his master remained hungry. This psychological profile shows the point of failure. While the physical blueprint is an identical match, the behavioral traits sit on opposite ends of the spectrum. The asura adopted the body, but could only project his own pride. Maya can replicate a physical shell, but it cannot mirror a soul. For a devotee like Hanuman, the lack of love in the voice made the disguise transparent. Hanuman didn't reveal his suspicion immediately. He played along, bowing low, and offering to fetch a rope to help his lord gather the fruit. But the moment he returned, Hanuman struck. He lashed a thick jungle vine around the impostor, snapping it tight against a massive tree trunk before the demon could react. The fake Ram roared in anger, but Hanuman simply laughed. He told the demon that his arrogance had given him away. He had forgotten that his lord's voice was defined by love, not ego. As punishment for the deception, Hanuman declared that the impostor would remain bound to that tree for the duration of the night. Exposed and defeated, the asura's illusion dissolved. He reverted to his true, monstrous form, now physically trapped by the very hubris that had led him to wear Ram's face. Throughout the night, the demon thrashed against the vines, using every ounce of his supernatural strength to snap the bonds. However, the physical power of an asura found no leverage against a trap set by a true devotee. The more he struggled, the tighter the vines seemed to hold. As the hours passed, his rage began to drain away. By the time the sky began to lighten, the demon was no longer angry. He was completely exhausted. He was learning that physical force cannot solve a spiritual confinement. To be free from these vines, he would have to abandon the very ego that put him there. Stripped of his magic and his pride, the demon reached a state of total vulnerability. In his weakness, he became capable of a sincerity his demonic nature usually forbade. With no strength left to fight, the asura's thoughts turned to the person he had been trying to mock. He decided to call out to the real Lord Ram. For the first time, he spoke the words Jai Shri Ram, not as a disguise, but as a genuine plea from a heart that had finally been broken open. The response was immediate. The vines that had resisted hours of demonic strength simply unraveled and fell into the dirt. The demon was free. He stood there in shock, unable to comprehend why the mere name of his enemy had just granted him mercy. It proved that the name of the Lord carries a power that operates independently of the speaker's past. When the invocation was genuine, the liberation was absolute. A soft laugh came from the canopy above. Hanuman had been sitting on the highest branch all night, watching the demon's struggle and his eventual surrender. Hanuman told the demon that he had stayed to ensure the lesson was learned, that no amount of physical mimicry can match a single moment of true connection. Wearing the face of God is a deception, but surrendering to the Spirit of God is a transformation. The demon's escape demonstrates that when pride is abandoned, even a sincere word can dissolve the most unbreakable bonds. For the Asura, truth achieved in a moment what force could not achieve in a night.